Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, consider the following statements regarding the carbon sequestration. 1. Carbon sequestration is a process of capturing and storing the atmospheric carbon dioxide. 2. Oceans, soils and depleted oil reserves can function as natural carbon sinks. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. The carbon capture and storage is a way to catch carbon and trap it beneath the earth. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Trees and plants absorb CO2 as they grow, storing carbon in their biological mass. The oceans absorb and store CO2 through contact with air. The cycle of marine life, particularly as the mortal remains of fishes and plankton sink to the seafloor, where they are decomposed and the nutrients from their bodies are infused into the ecosystem there, also contributes. Soils hold carbon through microbial organisms and bubbles of air. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements regarding the Wetlands Conservation and Management Rules 2017. 1. The rules have been notified under the Environment Protection Act 1986. 2. It specifies that a state wetland authority be established in each state and union territory. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Supreme Court recorded that the number of wetlands in the country has expanded from 2.01 lakh to 2.31 lakh since 2017 and sought the centre's response on a plea to protect the enhanced wetland areas. The Wetlands Conservation and Management Rules 2017 have been made official by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. These rules serve as the legal foundation for the conservation and management of wetlands in India. The Wetlands Conservation and Management Rules 2017 have been made under the provisions of the Environment Protection Act 1986 as a regulatory framework for conservation and management of wetlands in India. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It specifies that a state wetland authority be established in each state and union territory to be led by the state's environment minister. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding World Population Day 2023. 1. It is celebrated every year on 10th July. 2. The theme of this year is Unleashing the Power of Gender Equality. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, the World Population Day 2023 was observed globally. The World Population Day focuses on the urgency and importance of population issues. It was established by the United Nations Development Programme in 1989. The World Population Day is observed every year on July 11th in order to raise awareness about the global population issues, including population control. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. As per the United Nations, the rising population trends affect economic development, employment, income distribution, poverty, and social protections. The theme for the World Population Day 2023 is Unleashing the Power of Gender Equality, uplifting the voices of women and girls to unlock our world's infinite possibilities. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following is not a member state of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries or OPEC? Qatar, Gabon, Angola, or Azerbaijan? The correct answer is option D, Azerbaijan. Recently, the Secretary General of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, Haitham Al-Ghais, has disclosed that OPEC is actively considering expanding its membership by engaging in consultations with Azerbaijan, Malaysia, Brunei, and Mexico. The OPEC was founded in Baghdad, Iraq, with the signing of an agreement in September 1960 by 5 countries, namely Islamic Republic of Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. These countries were later joined by Qatar 1961, Indonesia 1962, Libya 1962, the United Arab Emirates 1967, Algeria 1969, Nigeria in 1971, Ecuador in 1973, Gabon 1975, Angola 2007, Equatorial Guinea 2017 and Congo in 2018. Ecuador suspended its membership in December 1992, rejoined OPEC in October 2007, but decided to withdraw its membership of OPEC effective 1st January 2020. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0. 1. It aims for a complete liquid waste management in cities with less than 1 lakh population. 2. It envisions to make all cities garbage free and ensure grey and black water management. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs today organized a day-long review cum workshop to evaluate and accelerate the scale of planning and implementation of Swachh Bharat Mission SBM Urban 2.0 across the country. It aims at complete liquid waste management in cities with less than 1 lakh population. This will ensure that all wastewater is safely contained, collected, transported and treated so that no wastewater pollutes our water bodies. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It envisions to make all cities garbage free and ensure grey and black water management in all cities other than those covered under Amrut. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It also envisions to make all urban local bodies as ODF plus and those with a population of less than 1 lakh as ODF plus, thereby achieving the vision of safe sanitation in urban areas. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, recently a black hole has been found inside CEERS 1019 galaxy using which of the following? James Webb Space Telescope, Hobby Eberly Telescope, Hubble Space Telescope or Spitzer Space Telescope. The correct answer is option A, James Webb Space Telescope. Recently, the James Webb Space Telescope of Space Agency NASA has discovered the most distant supermassive black hole to date, which appears to be active. The galaxy, which is called CEERS 1019, has lived for more than 570 million years after the Big Bang, and the black hole present in it is less massive compared to any other yet discovered in the early universe. Meanwhile, 11 galaxies which existed when the universe had lived for only 470 to 675 million years have also been identified by the James Webb Telescope. The black hole found inside CEERS 1019 shares similarities with one present at the center of the Milky Way galaxy, which is 4.6 million times greater than the mass of the Sun. The newly discovered black hole is also not as bright as the massive behemoths which have been detected previously. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Small Satellite Launch Vehicle or SSLV. 1. It is a two-stage launch vehicle. 2. It targets nanosatellites that weighs less than 10 kg and microsatellites which weigh less than 100 kg. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Recently, the Indian Space Research Organization has decided to transfer its Small Satellite Launch Vehicle, that is SSLV, to the private sector amid growing demand for small satellites. The SSLV injected the ISRO's EOS-07 satellite, US-based firm Antares Janus 1 and Chennai-based space startup Space Kids Azadi Sat 2 satellites into a 450 km circular orbit. The SSLV is a three-stage launch vehicle configured with 3 solid propulsion stages and liquid propulsion-based velocity trimming module as a terminal stage. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The SSLV targets nanosatellites that weigh less than 10 kg and microsatellites which weigh less than 100 kg and offer on-demand launch services. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, Lambani Craft was recently seen in the news. It is associated with which of the following states or union territories? Odisha, Assam, Himachal Pradesh or Karnataka? The correct answer is option D, Karnataka. Recently, the Culture Working Group under India's G20 presidency sets Guinness World Record for largest display of Lambani items. The Lambani embroidery is an intricate form of textile embellishment characterized by colorful threads, mirror work, and stitch patterns. It is practiced in several villages of Karnataka such as Sandur, Keritanda, Mariamanahali, Kadirampur, Sitaramtanda, Bijapur, and Kamlapur. The embroidery traditions of the Lambanis are shared in terms of technique and aesthetics with textile traditions across Eastern Europe, West and Central Asia. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding electric vehicles. 1. The hybrid electric vehicles primarily run on petrol or diesel, but they are also fitted with an electric battery. 2. The fuel cell vehicles use hydrogen to power an on-board electric motor. 3. The plug-in hybrid run purely on electricity and it is powered when it is plugged into charge. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none. The correct answer is option B, only 2. Recently, there was debate on the future of electrification and electric vehicles. The hybrid electric vehicles are powered by an internal combustion engine in combination with one or more electric motors that use energy stored in batteries. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The fuel cell electric vehicles are powered by hydrogen. They are more efficient than conventional internal combustion engine vehicles and produce no harmful tailpipe emissions. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The plug-in hybrid electric vehicles use batteries to power an electric motor as well as another fuel such as gasoline or diesel to power an internal combustion engine or the propulsion source. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, semiconductor was recently seen in the news. Which of the following is the largest producer of semiconductors? USA, South Korea, Taiwan or Japan? The correct answer is option C, Taiwan. Recently, China has put curbs on the exports of germanium and gallium, two niche metals used in the manufacturing of semiconductors and electronics. The semiconductors are made from silicon and consist of millions or billions of transistors that act like miniature electrical switches that flip on and off to process data such as images, radio waves, and sounds. They are practically inside every essential product of the modern world, from household appliances to sophisticated defense systems, mobile phones to cars, toys to high-end luxury products. Taiwan produces more than 60% of semiconductors globally and more than 90% of the most advanced ones. The US share of the market is only around 12% and European nations together account for just 9%. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Last question is, recently the National Research Foundation Bill 2023 was seen in the news. It proposes to repeal which of the following? Technology Development Board, Science and Engineering Research Board, Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, or National Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Development Board. The correct answer is option B, Science and Engineering Research Board. Recently, the Union Cabinet chaired by the Prime Minister approved the introduction of the National Research Foundation Bill 2023 in the Parliament. The approved bill will pave the way to establish NRF that will seed, grow and promote research and development. The bill, after approval in the Parliament, will establish NRF, an apex body to provide high-level strategic direction of scientific research in the country as per recommendations of the National Education Policy. The Department of Science and Technology will be the administrative department of NRF, which will be governed by a governing board consisting of eminent researchers and professionals across disciplines. The bill will also repeal the Science and Engineering Research Board established by an Act of Parliament in 2008 and subsume it into NRF, which has an expanded mandate and covers activities over and above the activities of SCRB. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. The Central Water Commission is attached with which of the following ministries? Ministry of Jal Shakti, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, or Ministry of Water Resources? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.